Hi, welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk to you a little bit. This is my 4th day of daily mass. I've gone to daily mass 4 days in a row now, and I'm feeling good. And I've been praying a lot. I've been praying to the holy souls in purgatory a little bit, just with my rosaries, and also for people who are in their dying hour, people who need deathbed conversions. I've heard that's a good thing to pray for. And because I've been praying to the holy souls in purgatory, I've been thinking about them. And not only have I been thinking about them, I had been feeling a special call to go to the cemetery where some of my family is buried. And I went, and sometimes people think praying, like, what do I get out of prayer? Like, what is good about praying? It's just you pray, and it's not like you made any money, When you pray, you don't get crops out of the ground to make food. It's not like you've dug a hole to put even a crop in. Like, you didn't. There's no tangible result that you think. You don't really ever seem to see a tangible result, right? Unless you. Well, I guess praying can't technically make anything happen, right? I guess. But I guess the point I'm saying is that people kind of think of prayer, and sometimes people think of prayer and they go like, well, what do I get out of that? What is it? Is it really to that? And so that's why I'm at the cemetery, and I prayed a few rosaries. And as I'm walking up and down the lanes, the rows of the tombstones, and I'm thinking, I'm trying to meditate on the mysteries. I'm saying the Hail Marys and the Our Fathers and the Glory Bees. And I'm trying to focus on this prayer and just intercede for the holy souls and ask for their prayers. And obviously, or maybe not obviously, but for me, it's like sometimes I am hit with those things that maybe some of your average people may think of as prayer at a cemetery. Like, what is this really doing? Is there really anything to this? Am I helping at all? Is there anything going to come out of this? Anything good? I'm not looking for. I shouldn't be going to the cemetery to pray to think about myself. That should be the thing that's not on my mind, is me, right? And so, obviously, or not obviously, it's just that sometimes you go and you're thinking, those thoughts about yourself do come up. Think, well, what do I get out of this? But it's like, I knew that last time I went to the cemetery, I prayed a Divine Mercy Chaplet, and I thought maybe I'll go again and pray some rosaries, and especially for the people that are buried around where my grandparents are and other family. And I thought maybe that would help. And I knew, like I said, the last time I prayed a Divine Mercy Chaplet, I had a great consolation. Once I got home, I had a great feeling of intercession of some of the family that is there, as that's passed on to the next life. I felt their intercession quite strongly, and I thought, well, maybe this will happen, maybe not, but it's the right thing to do, so I'll just go. And the one tangible result that I could see from this is that sometimes you go, you take a picture, and you show the people, you show your friends and family that you were there, and maybe they'll start to think, maybe I should pray for my departed family. Maybe I should pray for my departed friends. And this is kind of like maybe sometimes a way for people to get back into their faith journey, is to remember those who have gone before them and think, I just like to think they're in a better place. Or I just like to think that they're watching over me like an angel, And so if somebody can feel the intercession of maybe their family or friend to be around me, it may get them back into their faith journey, like looking to see, like, maybe maybe I do want to look into belief in God. Maybe I do want to strengthen my faith in God if I already have one, or maybe I want to look deeper into it. What can I do more for this departed family or this departed friend, or what can I do more to pray for the souls in purgatory? Maybe there's a service member who loves all, the service members, and wants to pray for them that have gone before us. And so this is, there's some things that I can think, that tangible things that I think I could get out of going to the cemetery. But the prayer, you don't always know for sure, and you aren't praying for a consolation. I've heard that you're not really supposed to do that. Say like, okay, I'm gonna pray in order that I get this consolation because I just want God to make me feel better, and so I'm trying to fight that and say like, if the consolation comes, it comes, and like I drove like an hour to get there, and it's not something that I usually do is drive an hour. Oh, whoop-de-doo, just an hour. Some people drive 2.5 hours to work there and back. So not really something that's really much of a sacrifice, but like it's something. So I'm going, and I'm like, well, I could just be home praying. I could just drink some coffee, listen to some music like I usually do, keep up with current events, and just kind of just be here. But I thought, well, I'll go and I'll make the sacrifice, and I won't, not really much of a sacrifice, it's something, go and pray and show that you have a little bit of faith and a little bit of willingness to try and show that you really believe that there is something to our faith. And not that I'm really trying to prove my faith to God, really, just that doing acts of mercy is what He's asked, and so you gotta go and you gotta do it. But the consolation is not why you do it, right? That's the point that I'm trying to make. But I know I got a consolation last time, so I thought, well, if the consolation comes, good, that's an extra bonus. And I got home and I just started reflecting on what I had where I had just been, and the whole thing is, I've been recently just having a really hard time of, like, I've made some really bad detours in my life, gone down roads that I shouldn't. Like, come on, like, people used to know me as somebody who wouldn't do those things, and then I became that guy. So, and there were certain sides of me that people see, and even to this day, they may see, that are just not really, like, you just didn't expect me to do that. Not that I'm like this great person, and like, there's something so uniquely special about me that you would never expect that, but people just, I think, were a little bit like, ooh, he's that guy, is he? And so I won't get into specifics, but what's the point I'm making? I got home and I felt like, maybe the holy souls have a message for me. Like, I wonder, I want to over spiritualize this, like, the holy souls are talking to me, they're telling me this. No, that's not really where I was going with it. It's just that I'm open to it if in prayer and reflection on this, like, maybe they have something to say. And it wasn't even really like that. It just kind of came to me. What was it? That I've been focused on perfection. Like, you want to become more perfect. That's the whole idea of you want to try to get closer to Christian perfection, but we can't go backwards and say, like, I wish I didn't take that detour, or, I mean, you can have that thought, I wish I didn't take that detour down that bad road and spin my tires for all that time, or just let my unruliness get out of control so many times, like. But what's the message? What did I feel like the holy souls were telling me? I felt like my prayer, and I asked for their prayers, and they came, then they'd come to me, they appear to me, but felt like their prayers came back to me quite quickly, saying, well, we're not perfect. We came into this world with original sin and concupiscence. We're not perfect. We'll never be perfect. Like, what I mean is, on this earth, we'll never not sin. I mean, and we'll never be able to go back in time and fix anything. It's what it is. And that is the reason why Jesus came. Like, He came because we couldn't do it ourselves. How could we do it ourselves? Everything good comes from Him, and we were made by Him, and we're nothing without Him. So we can't say, oh man, I wish I was perfect my whole life, bashing ourselves off the head, like, why did I do that thing? No. We have to look at Jesus and see that he has come to heal those wounds, and that he is he's not wanting to hold those against us for the rest of our life. That's the whole point, is he wants to heal that stuff and let that go into the trash heap. Let him, his infinite sacrifice, pay for that infinite offense, and let us move on and join him, hopefully join him in that eternal happiness that he has sent us the invite for, if we can just persevere. Okay? So that's what I wanted to tell you in this episode of Sean's Spiritual Journal. Alright, hope you like this, and give it a like if you did, and I'll hopefully get back to you with more videos. Peace.